Hey, what's up? This is Coach Tex Rimbert, DFW Penguin Basketball. Guys, if you guys are watching this, you're getting anything from it, make sure you leave a like, comment if you have any questions, and subscribe. Tell people about it. A lot of my videos are geared towards sports psychology, mainly pertaining to youth sports. That's grassroots sports from age 5 up to 17, 18. Maybe even, I think grassroots technically goes to like 15 or something like that, 16 and under maybe. But today we're going to talk about the parent that just drops their kid off. And what I mean by that is the parent that, instead of coming in to watch practice, coming in to watch the game, they leave their kid with you and kind of leave the responsibility on you or onto their own children to take care of themselves when they drop them off at the gym, soccer field, football field, baseball diamond, all of that stuff. Okay, now, one thing as a coach, today we're going to talk about how to handle it as a player, but one thing as a coach, you got to understand that if a parent does this, they're doing this because they trust you as a coach, and they don't have any fear of anything happening to their kid under your supervision. You need to take this as a compliment. Now, the downside of it is a lot of times parents like this, they have a lot of things going on. They probably have, the kid on your team has multiple siblings, or this parent may be a single parent mother and she has a lot of things to do, or a single parent father or whatever, or they have a lot of things going on, a lot of activities they have to take care of with other children that they have, and they have to drop them off instead of staying there to watch the game, or they're taking care of their own personal business that they need to do, and they see dropping them off at practice for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours as time for them to take care of those things. It could be personal, them going to work out, go to yoga, go shopping, grocery shopping, prepare dinner, whatever it may be. So as a coach, you got to take that as a compliment for them to trust you and trust your supervision of the child when they're not around. One thing, we're going to talk about a couple of negative things that can happen with this. A lot of times parents that drop their kids off sometimes and don't come in, they're late. They drop the kid off late, or they pick their kid up late. Okay, and sometimes this can lead to the kid showing up late, and other kids on the team see that this kid is showing up late, or the coach starts to view this as, hey, this kid doesn't really care about the team and they're late. And a lot of times if you're a kid, you're not driving until you're 16. You may not be driving until you're 18 or past that. So we're going to talk about how to combat this as a kid and a player on the team. You guys know for sure that, if you're a 12-year-old kid and your parent is always dropping you off late and not around to talk to your coach or something, or see what's going on at practice, it's not your fault. If your parent drops you off 10 minutes late and your coach is making you run or do push-ups, or they're picking you up late and it's always a deal with the logistics of rides and stuff, that's not your fault as a kid. So it's something that you can't control. All you can do mainly is talk to your coach about it. Tell them what's going on with your family, why you're being dropped off late or things of that nature, and hopefully they'll understand. Maybe this coach can help you find another parent or another family on the team that can help you carpool to games so you won't be late, or carpool to practice so you won't be late and miss out on things. Guys, this may sound like something really simple that I'm talking about here today, but it happens a lot, and it's really common in youth sports. I've had a lot of different scenarios with me where a kid shows up 20, 30 minutes late to a game all the time, and it's not the kid's fault, and he's being punished. Not necessarily by me, but if you show up 20 minutes late to a game, the game starts 5 minutes early, you're getting there close to halftime, you miss half of the game. So me as a coach, I'm not going to be able to play you that game. A lot of times if I do play you, it won't be until late unless you're one of the main guys on the team. But at some point, if this is something that becomes repetitive and you're always late, I can't rely on you, so I can't play you, and I can't trust you to start you and use you when you have other guys there all the time. So it kind of puts a kid in a weird dilemma when their parents are late all the time, or they're dropping them off late, or they just dropping them off, period, and it's something I need to talk to their parent about or address with the kid and the player. Another thing as a player, guys, if this is going on with you and your parents are dropping you off late and things, your coach, even though you may tell them what's going on, they still may punish you by making you run, do push-ups and stuff in order to get you to talk to your parents about it, so they won't drop you off late instead of directly talking to them themselves. Because if you're going home every day and telling your mom, like, hey mom, you dropping me off late, coach is making me run, coach is making me do this, coach is putting me on the bench, he's not playing me because of you dropping me off late, it may hit home with them and they may realize that they need to take being there on time and not being tardy a little bit more serious. So have your coach or have your parent talk to the coach, and they can sort it out as adults, figure out the best way to handle things. Because like I said, once again, if you're a 10-year-old kid or you're a 13-year-old kid and you're on time, you're ready an hour, 2 hours before practice and ready to go, and your parent leaves out of the door, 15 minutes late in order to get you there every day, it can become frustrating as a little kid. And the only two things you can really do about it is communicate with your coach about it. Tell them what's going on. Tell them, hey, my mom has this. She's coming from work. This is why she's going to be late. Because a lot of times, a lot of parents, they're so busy, they don't get the opportunity to talk to the coach about stuff like that. Sometimes they feel like it's not that big of a deal to drop their kid off 10, 15 minutes late to a game, 15 minutes, 20 minutes late to practice. And it doesn't really affect the parent until it affects the child. So, you can talk to your coach about it, talk to your parents about it. And if it gets to the point where that's not helping, you can talk to one of your teammates about it. Hopefully they can work out carpooling with you, or you can get a ride to practice and be able to be there on time. But never take it personal when the coach is punishing you for being late. Just got to communicate with them and let them know what's going on, because it's very important to be timely. And it teaches you as a kid also, not just in sports, but when you get older, you get a job, how important is time? How important is your time? How important is it to get to work on time every day? How important is it to have good logistics of where to go and things like that? Youth sports teaches you all of this. And this is just one of the small aspects that you gain, the small things that you gain from playing youth sports, because you get the knowledge of that and you see the importance of being a part of a team, which is like being a part of a team in a workplace and things like that. If you're late, you could cause guys to miss out on opportunities, miss out on money, miss out on accounts and things of that nature, or jobs or anything. So it's really important to do that. Guys, that was real quick. Just wanted to talk about that. I'm going to try to put out more content as much as possible. But remember what I said, those 2 or 3 points, guys. Guys, I know it sucks. When I was younger, my mom would drop me off late at practice. My coach would make me run. It used to upset me so much. There's nothing I can do. I live too far to run to practice. I live too far to walk. I live too far to ride my bike to the gym. So I had to rely on them, and it sucks when you can't rely on them. But it's very important to you to communicate to your coach that it's not your fault. Because sometimes as coaches, we forget too that, hey, you're a 14-year-old kid. You're not catching an Uber to practice every day. You're not catching a taxi or limousine to practice to get you there on time. All right? I'll see you guys later.